Yes, class 12. Next topic, variation in resistance with temperature. First of all, we have to temperature coefficient. For the study of variation of resistance with temperature, we need temperature coefficient of resistance. What is this temperature coefficient of resistance? It is the change in unit resistance in unit temperature change. Suppose initial resistance at T is equal to T1 is equal to, I can say, R resistance at T1 is equal to R naught at T1 is equal to 0, R naught, and at any temperature T2 after delta T temperature, after the change of delta T temperature, means at T2 it become R. Then what is the change in resistance in unit resistance? Change in unit resistance. This is the change in resistance R naught, R minus R naught. Change in resistance and change in unit resistance we will divide by initial resistance. In unit temperature change means we have to divide also by change in temperature. Got it? This gives us alpha. Change in unit resistance. This term gives change in unit resistance. Got it? This is the change in resistance. When we divided it by initial resistance, then it gives us change in unit resistance. In unit temperature change means we have also divided by the change of temperature. Got it? This gives the alpha, temperature coefficient of resistance. Got it? Now if we solve it, then alpha R naught delta T is equal to R minus R naught, or R is equal to R naught plus alpha R naught delta T. Take the common term outside the bracket R naught, then 1 plus alpha delta T. This is called relation between resistance and coefficient of resistance, temperature coefficient of resistance. This is important formula for the numerical also. Now, what we have, if alpha positive, then R will increases. If alpha negative, then R will decreases. Got it? Now we will check the change in resistance in different type of material. First we will take the metal, or we can say conductor. Change in resistance in metal or conductor. First we will take in metal and conductor. As we know, the resistance of any conductor is L upon A N upon M upon E and tau. E square we have also E square and tau. This is the resistance of any material. Now, if there is a particular conductor, then it gives the resistivity. Got it? It means the resistance is inversely proportional to tau, or we can say resistivity is inversely proportional to tau, because this term gives us, this term is equal to rho, resistivity. Got it? Now, what effect on the resistance? As on increasing the temperature, the number of collision per unit second will increase. As the thermal velocity of free electrons will increase, थर्मल वेलोसिटी बढ़ेगी तो क्या होगा, कोलिजन्स जल्दी जल्दी होंगे, यानी कि पर यूनिट सेकेंड नंबर ऑफ कोलिजन विल इंक्रीज. जैसे भीड़ भाड़ होगी, अगर छुट्टी होती है तो क्या होता है, सब भागते हैं ना, तो टक्करें ज्यादा होती है. तो वही होगा, जब टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा एनर्जी ज्यादा होगी हर इलेक्ट्रॉन के पास, और क्या होगा, नंबर ऑफ कोलिजन पर सेकेंड बढ़ जाएंगे. एंड नंबर ऑफ कोलिजन पर सेकेंड बढ़ने से क्या होगा, रिलैक्सेशन टाइम विल डिक्रीज. Tau will decreases, and when tau decreases, definitely R or rho will increases. Got it? What? Suppose it's the temperature axis and it is for resistivity. Then what we have, if we increase the temperature, means we move in this direction, resistivity will increase. This is the graph for conductors. Got it? Next, second, semiconductors. What about semiconductors? Effect of temperature on semiconductors. When we increase the temperature of semiconductors, then their free electrons inside the semiconductor will increase. As number of free electrons will increase, this is the number of free electron in per unit volume. It means the term N will increase. Now we will relate for semiconductor as R is inversely proportional to N, or rho is inversely proportional to N, where N number of free electrons. On increasing temperature, N will increase, and N increase means R will decrease. We can say R or rho, both the term we can write. Then what will be the graph? Suppose this is the temperature axis, and at 0 degree centigrade temperature it has some resistivity rho at this point, and on increasing the temperature number of electrons will start to increase and the resistivity will start to decrease. This is the temperature resistivity graph for semiconductors. Got it? Next, third. Now we will do third example, alloy. As the thermal coefficient of resistance for alloy is very small, so, and resistance of alloy is high. Third case is alloy. As alpha means temperature coefficient of resistance is very small, and resistivity of alloys are high, then it is almost independent of temperature. Got it? As the temperature coefficient is very low, then it is independent of temperature. Means suppose it's a temperature axis and it's a rho axis, then it will almost parallel line to the temperature. No change in resistivity on changing the temperature for the alloy. So as there is no change in resistivity, so they are used, alloys are used for making a permanent resistors. And for example, we have two alloys, manganese and constant. These two alloys generally used for making, due to their independence of temperature, alloys are used to make resistors, permanent resistors. Got it? Now next one is, we will use conductivity or conductor. Next one, conductance. What is the conductance? Conductance is the measurement of any conductor. As we know, we can measure the resistance, which we have just done. We can measure the resistance of any conductor easily. It means, how can we measure the conductivity of this conductor? The conductivity definitely be the reciprocal of resistivity, and it is denoted by, it is the reciprocal of resistance and denoted by capital G. Then capital G is inversely proportional to R, or capital G as proportionality constant 1 we can take, then G is equal to 1 upon R. Unit of conductance, the reciprocal of unit of resistance, ohm inverse, or second name SI unit is, it can be written as the inverse of the ohm, mho, MHO. This is the unit of conductance of any conductor. Means we can measure the resistance of conductor, and the reciprocal of resistance of conductor can give the information of conductance of that conductor. Got it? Next term, conductivity. Similar to that term, we have the conductivity. We cannot measure the conductivity of any conductor, any material of any conductor, but we can measure the resistivity of any material of any conductor. Then reciprocal of resistivity of any conductor gives the information of conductivity of that conductor. Means it is the reciprocal of resistivity and denoted by sigma. This sign is sigma. That means sigma inversely proportional to rho, or if we take the proportionality constant as 1, then we can write sigma is equal to 1 upon rho. What is the unit of sigma? Unit of sigma or conductivity is ohm inverse and meter inverse. As the unit of resistivity is ohm meter, then unit of conductivity is ohm inverse meter inverse. That's all. Now next topic is ohmic or non-ohmic substance or material. As it is clear from the name, ohmic substance, ohmic material are those material which follow Ohm's law. That means V is directly proportional to I and graph between VI is a linear graph. It will be linear graph. Then the substance is ohmic material. And second, when this is for when it does not follow Ohm's law, that is V not directly proportional to I, or VI graph is non-linear graph, then the substance is called non-ohmic materials. Got it? Next, superconductor. What are the superconductor? As it is clear from its name, conductivity at the level of super level conductivity means resistivity tends to zero. Zero resistivity have superconductivity. The superconductors are on cooling below a certain temperature, if the resistivity tends to zero, then it is called superconductivity, and the material is called superconductor. Got it? Means below a certain temperature. Suppose we cooled any conductor, and on cooling this temperature, the resistivity, this is the rho, resistivity axis, and this is the temperature axis. On cooling, temperature कम होता जा रहा है, and at particular temperature, the resistivity decrease to zero. On this axis, the resistivity decrease to zero, means it behave as a superconductor. This is the graph of superconductor. Got it? Now, superconductors generally used for high speed computer, for electricity transformation, and much more uses are nowadays for a superconductor. That's all. Now we will do next topic tomorrow.